Today is Monday, 18th of March. This is the second time I've walked without a walking sticks and without someone holding the belt behind me. I'm filming this myself, that's why the walking sticks are there now. I'm putting it away to walk without holding anything. But this is basically the second time in 8 years. Without walking sticks and without someone behind me, because the balance is so bad that as soon as the brain knows there's no one behind me holding, it totally freaks out, and I can't do anything. I can hardly balance, and yeah, so this is actually very, very hard. And so what happened to me was in 2015, end of 2015, I had a massive category 5 subarachnoid hemorrhage while I was on a conference in Vegas without travel insurance, by the way. And because I had no travel insurance, I didn't get any rehab for 3 months. And 3 months paralyzed in hospital, 20 kilos of muscle just atrophied, wasted away. So it was even harder to recover. And the first three months, I could only move my neck, nothing else. No arms, no legs, no hands, just the neck. And for the first, about 5 months, I couldn't even scratch my face. So in the beginning, I had to ask my parents to scratch my face. And then I arrived back in Australia, medevac back to Australia, and the physio started working on me. And the first thing they asked me for my goal. And don't forget, I was completely paralyzed at that stage, quadriplegia. So I told them my goal was to scratch my face, because the first few months was miserable. Whenever the face was itchy, I couldn't scratch it. So the goal was to scratch my face. And then before I left Westmead, I was able to scratch my face with my right arm. Now, this is another thing. In these situations, you gotta keep on changing the goalpost. If you don't change the goalpost, you get stuck. So the first hospital was the second one. Scratch my face. And then maybe a month and a half, at the second hospital, I was able to scratch my face with my right arm. And then transferred to St. Joseph's, the last hospital. Again, the physio asked, "What's your goal?" And I told them my goal was to walk out of there. And I was still getting hoisted around, But I had already made up my mind I was walking out of there. And I've made many videos about it. I brainwashed myself at the second hospital. I gave myself no options. I gave myself 2 options: to walk out or to get carried out in a box. Basically, to walk out or die in there. That's the only 2 options I gave myself. So I actually managed to do it. I walked out of hospital. And so what I just said a few minutes ago, changing the goalpost. I made the mistake of not changing the goalpost. So my goal was to walk out of there, and I walked out of there, and I made a video about it. And at the end, the hospital entrance, I wrote victory. And what happened there was, For many years, I was stuck because I didn't change the goalpost. I made the big mistake of, even though I was still exercising, I was still always positive. I was stuck because I didn't change the goalpost. And just over 2 years ago, the kind of beginning of 2022, I went to I went to Westmead. I went to the emergency room for 7 hours, and it totally woke me up because in that 7 hours, 7 hours in the emergency room when I was trying to get a ultrasound for my leg, I I was losing my mind. I could not take it. And when I came home, I was so confused because most of you know, the first time I was in hospital, I was in hospital for 313 days, 10 and a half months straight. And in that 10 and a half months, I was completely fine. I blitzed through it like no issues. And then 2 years ago, I went to hospital for 7 hours and I was literally losing my mind. I could not take it. And when I came home, I realized what happened. It was choice. I the second time when I was in for 7 hours, I could just ring my mom and say, pick me up, I'm sick of this crap. And it was because I had that choice. I was freaking out. The first time I had no choice. I had literally no options. I was getting hoisted around in hospital, in adult diapers. I couldn't come home. I couldn't come home even if I wanted to. So what I did was I took away the choice. I burned my bridges. This is why someone who was so badly affected by my stroke, part of my brain was removed. The part that controls movement, that's why I was paralyzed. And a few things were super lucky. I'm a super stubborn person. Crazy stubborn. And I was 41. And I had lots of life experiences, and it allowed me to have the skills, have the tool chest to fight this war. Well, I think, okay, this is around here in the video. My back was so tense, and when I got to this door, I kind of freaked out, and my brain wouldn't let me walk without. Wait, let me see what happened. Okay, yeah, I was freaking out. I was trying to find something to hold, a walking stick, anything, but then there was nothing there, and I had to walk back to the other side to get my walking stick. So what I did was I went around the corner and touched the wall and walked my way back. Yeah. So this is only the second time, and once the back got so tight and I freaked out, I couldn't walk anymore without holding anything. So I had to go around the corner, touch the wall, and then walk my way back. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, stubbornness, and then mindset. The whole 8 years, I've always been positive about it. I never ever thought bad things. Why me? Why me? All this crap. I just saw it, everything as positive, and it allowed me to heal much, much better. If you're not fighting your mind, if you're not feeling sorry for yourself, you can really make some progress a lot. And I've been every single day exercise. Now wait, I'm turning back to show you Mum's kitty. The guy was watching me the whole time. The whole time I was walking, he was sitting there watching.